Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to yet another video tutorial from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica. Now welcome to rack number 2. Of course, you would have seen already rack number 1 that we didn't really have a really nice start to this practice session. However, we're going to be getting right into the zone. We're going to be trying to find that dead stroke zone, that dead stroke where we just do everything right and we go according to the exact plan. Now this is going to be a much better executed rack in terms of my decision, in terms of less missed shots. You would have seen a few statistics on the last rack. There were some poor safety applied, some uncharacteristic miss, but I'm hoping that this particular rack gets me into driving phase for the next upcoming racks on this channel. So of course, if this is the first time you're on the channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, guys. Turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool community, and let us all improve with consistency, precision, accuracy and control from our practice sessions. Now of course guys, we're going to be starting off yet again with the most important shot, as I've explained to you guys, is the break shot. Clearly you can see that this aspect of the game is what separates the professional players. It's not who can run the rack the best or who can run the most racks. All the pros can run a minimum of 5 breaking runs in a row. I'm not even close to that level as yet, so there's so much more to learn, but I have to be able to get some sort of consistency on my break shot. Now in my last video you would have seen where I broke the rack from this very exact position here and I squatted the cue ball exactly into the center of the table. Now let's see if I can get something more consistent or somewhere close to that result here. Now aiming with center low, just at here, there, I broke the rack. Cue ball kind of just, I guess it flipped up off the table, contacted another object ball and kind of just got me back into the middle of the table. So this is not a really good break shot. This is not a really good break shot because obviously the cue ball's position is as a result of collision with other object balls, but nevertheless here it's not a really bad, it's not laid out well because obviously I only have a partial look at the one. It's not potable, but what I'm going to be having to do here is that I'm going to have to try to develop some sort of defense. Now if you notice here that I'm looking at getting the cue ball down into that area of the table, and I'm also looking at if I can get anywhere around to that first diamond on the short rail, I should be able to protect the one ball and at the same time, or potentially getting a full ball snooker. Now bear in mind guys that when you're playing a defensive shot, one thing to bear in mind is that when you're going to play in a safety, it's not always that you're going to be able to protect the object ball or the cue ball. Sometimes all you need is to leave your opponent with a tough shot. Now here I haven't left my opponent a lot. There is potential for a bank into the side pocket, but as you can see, I'm already not even looking at trying to bank the one ball into the side because again the cue ball is so close to the rail. I may have to use a little bit of spin. The position of the 2 is not guaranteed, so already you can see that I'm trying to get the cue ball to come up towards the short rail here and keep the one ball onto the short rail while using the 2, the 7 and the 4 as a potential hook, and that I can safely say is a A1 plus safety. Now obviously if my opponent is as strong as I am or even stronger, you're gonna find that my opponent can easily make a hit on the one. Now being an experienced player when it comes to kicking and being a player that is really fascinated about this aspect of the game, I am trying also to tap into the area of playing what is known as the kick safe. Now to kick this object ball, most times a pro is not really concerned about if they can kick. They know they can kick and make a contact, but what can you do with the object ball or the cue ball to create another type of defense here? Now right away I'm gonna let you know, guys, that I'm going to miss the kick just by almost a hair. But the reason why, and this I think is a logical justification, is because I'm not at the level where I fully understand the system of the kick safe, or how does a pro kick with the intent of resafing their opponent. So I'm struggling in this department, as I said, but I'm trying to use my creative mind here. Now, as I said here, guys, I'm trying to edge, I'm trying to come one rail. I want to kind of clip the short rail here and try to get the cue ball back up to this area here. So you can see how close I came to that kick. So the reason for that miss there, and I've already accepted it in my practice session, I remember what went through my mind is that as I tried to kick at that one ball, I know right away that it was only because I was trying to kick with some sort of intent. Now, nevertheless, here your opponent is going to do this to you in an actual game. Now it's time to plan how you're going to run the rock, whether it's a Cosmo rock or it's a rock where you're gonna have to work some stuff out here. Now here I'm trying to pot the one, and I think maybe I kind of overthought my position here. The two ball, I tried to play 1-2 reels, and I tried to come in towards the two to play to the top left hand corner pocket. I completely overruled the shot. This is not the position that I intended, because obviously you can see that the two ball doesn't pass the side, so that was not an intentional position here. So this rock is laying extremely tough at the moment, because the 5 ball that is right here beside the 8, it offers a combination, but I'm gonna have to land really good on the 5-8 combination. But I can only plan 3 balls ahead. So right now I'm looking at the 2 ball, the 3 ball, and the 4 ball. So now here I want to stay aggressive, and again in the last rack you saw where I missed my bank just by a hair. So I know that when I'm banking with top spin, I'm gonna have to bank with a little less speed, and that is a beautiful shot there. That was definitely intentional. You can see how perfectly I landed here on the 3 ball, because obviously I knew that once it comes off the long rail, it would have been heading into position regardless. Now, if I had banked that 4 ball short like I've been doing in the last rock, you'd have seen where I would have landed on the short rail, and I would have played what is called, I would have been banking the object ball on the pro side. That's to talk about in another rock here. Now here I'm not even sure if that was a push shot. I may have to take a look at the replay. Let me know, guys, in the comments based on the replay. Do you think that that shot may have been pushed? That was a behind the back shot there. So not sure about that one, guys. But since I wasn't sure and it didn't feel like I fouled, I continued running out the rock here. Landed pretty tough here on the 4. And like I said, the 5 and the 8 offers a combination. So if I can land anywhere where I am at the moment, I will be in pinpoint position here to play the combination. But I have to get good on the 5 here. So let's see what kind of quality stroke I have on this draw here. I'm aiming up here, potting. I've missed a shot like this earlier in rock number 1, and that was not bad. That was not bad. Definitely needed a lot more draw on that. Kind of felt like I punched that shot a bit. Kind of felt like I punched that shot. So it doesn't feel fluent at the moment, and I can definitely remember the feeling that I had after executing that shot. It wasn't very smooth, but it is what it is, guys. You're definitely gonna find yourself into tough positions like this during the rock, and so you're gonna have to try to get out, because as you can see, the professional players, no matter how tough the rock looks, they always somehow seems to get out, and this is because of their high level of putting ability. So here, aimed up my 5-8 combination, need to pot this, and I also need to watch out for that cue ball because it's heading towards the top short rail there, and oh, this is a nice shot. This is a nice shot. Friendly nudge on the 7 there, helping the cue ball to land perfectly for the 5 here on the landing position for the 5 here. Now, as I said, guys, the intention was to land in this area, but definitely it was a little fortuitous in terms of the position that I landed because of that helpful nudge there on the 7. Now I have the 5 here, just gonna squeeze the 5 past the 6. Kind of knock the 6 a little bit, that's fine, it's okay. We landed here on the 6, so I had to squeeze that one in though. But now I'm in a tricky position because I'm a right-handed player, so I'm gonna make a little bit of an awkward stroke here. Nothing that is textbook like. This is, I don't know how I got perfect position here on the 7, but it worked out really nice here. Tables bouncing really nice, really finding my stroke in rack number 2 here, because rack number 1, as you can see, wasn't the most well executed rack, lots of miss. So trying to find the driving phase in this rack here, guys, to finish the rack here. Now I end up here perfectly, a little bit straight here on the 7, a slight bit of angle, just a hair of angle, so it's just enough for me. You can see that I'm looking at coming 2 rails potentially, or potentially just going into the short rail and back up towards the middle of the table. A perfect position here on the 9. So let's see what I've done here. I'm just stroking through, and this is beautiful. Just using top spin, perfect speed, perfect position here on the 9, and this is what you want at the end of a rack. Always want to land perfect. So it was a tough rack at the end, a couple of safety exchanges that took place there, and just worked out nice. So this was a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Maybe you learned something from this. I definitely learned something from this rack. So I will see you in the next one, rack number 3. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments, and I'll see you in rack number 3, where we're going to be looking at some more exciting videos. Until then, take care. Bye bye.